So we're going to make one of these together, and I'm just going to show you basic assembly, and I'm going to do a simple but elegant one, and then I'll show you some other ones that I made. So what you're going to need is 2 of these here. We're making the short one, 2 of this large frame here, and that will construct the jar. And then you need a bottom, so one of these circles here you can choose. And I have, let's see, I have this one here, and that's going to be the bottom. Then for the top, you need a ring. So cut another one of those out, and then use this to cut the center of it out to make the ring. And then we will need 4 of these, which make a lip around the edge for the lid to stay on. And then these are this die here. You'll need two of those. And then whatever embellishments you want. You will want 4 if you're going to make them. I just use this center ring, and I cut out 4 in this champagne harlequin, and you can see that those will go like right there in the middle of these. But if you want patterns, you can use this and then one of these inserts here for the short one, and these for the tall one. And then for the lid, any of those, like we have triangles here, and we have this shape right here that would fit. You would want 4 each of whatever you choose for that. So you need 4 of those and 4 triangles, and let's get that assembled. So it works better if you go ahead and get these on your project before you assemble the box. And then decide on this one, you decide which end is up, this way or this way, because you might have some, unidirectional pattern paper. My paper isn't unidirectional, so it doesn't matter. You will also want to make sure both of these are facing the same way, like don't try to glue them together this way. Okay, so I'm going to attach these. And so all 4 of these go in the center of these. And I notice there is a pattern here, and some of these I have the pattern turned sideways, but it's okay. This is the lid, and we're going to just cross them over. I got some purple tape on there. We're just going to cross them over and glue them on top of each other with this center square here. There also is a square piece that you can cut out in decorative paper. I'm going to put that behind there and that behind there. It'll make it easier when I go to glue everything together. And I am going to attach the little triangles in place. Now, before, I actually did the burnishing on all the score lines, and I think that really helped me more. I did the burnishing on these first. It helped me to really see where I'm gluing these pieces down, but because I didn't burnish it first, I'm noticing I'm having a little visual issue here, because it's very light cardstock, and it's harder for me to see where these little panels glue in here. Now I'm going to set that aside to do its thing, and I'm going to burnish all of these edges here. And so it's folding around like this, right? It's going to go around, so I need all of these to go this way, and all of these are going to go down as well. And now on all these triangular pieces, there are more flaps, and those also go inward. Just like that. And now I'll do this one off camera. Okay, so both of these are done. And so we're going to adhere, you see this little flap, we're going to adhere that underneath this one. And And when I do that, I'm making sure that these little triangle pieces are behind. And now I'm going to go ahead and fold these triangles in right now under that one. And this one goes under there. It's pretty self-explanatory. And we're going to go all the way around. We're going to glue these under the other panel. And I'm going to glue this one under there. This goes under there, and this goes under there. And I also just show you these triangles right here on the box, here and here. There are also different size triangles in the die set that can make more decorative pieces across there. Now we have this lip on the bottom and lip on the top, and right now this box is it's bi-directional. Either way could be the top. Decide which way you want to be the top. And then this ring gets glued on there, right there. Okay, so I wasn't paying attention. That ring is too small, but this one fits. So I recut those, and I'll show you. I used this ring here, and it's a good decoration for the inside panel, but it's not big enough for a ring. So now all we need to do is glue the ring along these here. Line it up. Line that one up. And now I'm just going to pinch these other ones together. I'm just holding the box sort of inward this way to make sure all the sides line up right. Okay, now the next thing is we're going to take all 4 of these. I'm going to fold these flaps upward. And then this gets folded away, and this one gets folded away. So it'll look like this. All 4 of those get done the same way. And the first time I did one of these, I attached all of these together and then tried to glue it in here. It is way too difficult to do that. So what I'm recommending is that you glue them to the tea box, the tea jar box, one at a time. So we're going to look at this corner and glue it underneath this corner with these 2 flaps. Just aim for the corner, corner to corner, and push those flaps up under this ring here that we've got. And this little piece here is going to stick out, and what that's going to do is in the end we're going to connect all of these rim or lip pieces together after we get them all in here. One of the benefits of assembling it this way is if when you're gluing these pieces together, if you don't get it in there exactly the right measurement, it makes it too fat for this or it makes it too narrow for it. This way you can get them all in there exactly where you need it. Okay, now we have another corner and we're going to this corner over here. And you can see how this little flap is exposed, that little flap is exposed. We're going to attach all of those together at the end. Now we're going to aim for that corner. I could have actually put the bottom on at this point. I didn't, before I put all these little lip pieces on there. You could put the bottom on first before the lip. Okay, and now the last corner goes up under there. Oops, let's get that behind it. Make sure when you put that last one in that this little flap is behind that one. Okay, now we have all these little flaps where each of these sections is not attached. So we're going to go through, add a little dot of glue, and attach those. There we go. So all of those are glued now. We're going to get our bottom piece right here. And of course you could decorate this as well. This is going to get glued onto the bottom. While that's setting up, let's go ahead and work on our lid. We're going to fold away from the center. And all of these flaps get folded backwards. And all of these get pushed down, and these toward the center. So all of these flaps get glued under the side pieces. So you have a nice little square here. Now before I folded it, on one of them I actually punched a hole here, and I'll show you what I did with that later. Now we have these flaps on the bottom, and we are going to glue the bottom piece in place. And this is why you could see if you didn't have that lip, it would be a little easier because you could push down. When that starts getting tacky, you can turn it over and use your bone folder to push those flaps down. Now this is done, and all we have to do is glue these little pieces underneath like that. This makes a nice lip around the lid, and it's a really good place to put some lace or trim. Oops, so you'll want to make sure you stay tuned because I want to show you the other projects I made with this kit and with this die set, and they are so cute. Okay, so there is a square die in the set that you can use to put right there as well, and it is right here inside here. Okay, and there's also this really cute tag, and I did use that, and we'll show you that in a minute. So now we have this really cute jar. It's called a tea jar, and again, you can put triangular pieces here. I'm just showing you kind of a simple way of doing it that doesn't have to be quite as ornate. And then this lid just fits right down over that lip, and that is your tea jar. Now, how fun is that? It is so cute. And there's the bottom. Now I want to show you what else I made, and I also want you to realize you can use whatever. You could put ribbon around here, you can put some Nuvo drops around the box, you could put buttons, you could put butterflies, whatever you want on there. So here's my first one that I did. And so what I did on this one, I did put trim around there. This is grosgrain ribbon. This is a shank button. So before I assembled the entire lid, excuse the gluey fingers, I poked 2 holes in there, and then I have a shank button, and I attach this tag to the shank button and then glue the shank down into the holes. And I used some of the extra triangles to just cut out pieces and glue them together. Isn't that a pretty color combination? It's very springy. And the next one I did with the longer dies. Now I want to show you 3 possibilities here. One is, look how it's beautiful. This is it's rose gold heart foiled paper cardstock that they have, and I use this peach color here, cardstock. It's really pretty and simple. But if you want it more decorative, then all you have to do is cut out another of the inner layering pieces to put there. I went a step further, and on this one I used the balloon die set. It's balloon die and shaker set, and I cut the balloon shape out of this peach color, and then I used the blister or dome piece right there, and I glued that down with flowers under it and then put this piece around it. Now, isn't that adorable? Now, I did leave this one blank, but I will probably put one of these on the back as well. I just wanted to show you the options. And this one, I added some Nuvo drops around it. I will do that here. I just wanted to give it a chance to dry before I showed you. And I just used that little square piece on the center, and when I cut it, I made sure that I cut it around one of the hearts in the paper. But how fun is that with the flowers in there? I just think this is precious. So you've got 3 options here, and you can make these just as detailed or as elegant or simple as you want. So it's totally up to you. And just even looking at this and thinking how cute just even flowers would be on that. See, like I have these ones. They're just beautiful. They're like this, I don't know what you call it. It's like a fabric. See how simple and elegant that makes it as well. And it's something to stick out from there. You could also put leaves on it. Now this is a sticker, so I'm not even going to add any adhesive other than that. It's just made to poof up a little bit, so you really don't see the center of it, but I just think that is so precious. So thank you for watching. I will give you the links down below on how to get your die set and also these balloon die and shaker sets. They are so fun. And you know, if I had cut the hole all the way through the box, you could use these as luminaries. You could put the hole all the way around. You could do, or just one in front and back. You could put a tea light inside as long as it's not one with a flame. So a battery operated one would be precious. Thank you for watching, everyone. Make sure you look at the links under this video.